Hi everybody and welcome to another planning video. In today's video we're going to be looking at Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. So I'm going to do a similar format to what I did for the Halloween party and pose a series of questions and then answer those frequently asked questions to help you plan your party visit. So what is Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party? The Christmas party is what Disney calls a hard ticketed event. This means that you have to pay for a separate ticket in order to attend the Christmas party. It's held in the Magic Kingdom. It's what they call an after hours event, and the park basically shuts at 6 o'clock and then the party officially starts at 7 p.m. and you need a ticket in order to attend that event. Do you need a separate ticket to attend? Yes, as I said, you do need a separate party ticket in order to attend the party. The prices will vary depending on which night you want to attend. The further away from Christmas that you go, the cheaper it's going to be, and also the different days of the week are going to have varying prices as well. If you go on a Friday or at the weekend, then it's going to be slightly more expensive than if you go on, say, a Tuesday or a Wednesday. You can look on the website, you can see which days are designated party days, and you'll be able to see the prices for those tickets. When is Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party? Well, the changeover from Halloween to Christmas happens around the 2nd and 3rd of November. This is when they change the Magic Kingdom decorations from all the Halloween decorations and then switch to the Christmas decorations. But the first party tends to be the second week of November, towards the middle of November. The parties will run throughout November with the exception of Thanksgiving week. There are no parties Thanksgiving week, and then they will run right up to Christmas. What time can I enter the park for the party? Well, the party officially starts at 7 o'clock. However, your party ticket will allow you access into the park at 4 o'clock. Just be warned that if you get there earlier than that, you will be kept to the side. There will be normally a separate set of turnstiles which are designated for the party. You will then go through those, get your wristband, and then be allowed into the park to join the party. Can I get in earlier? Yes. If you have an annual pass or if you have a multi-day ticket, you can use those to enter the park. Just be aware, if you have a 7-day ticket and you go into the park at 3 o'clock, that is going to use one of your park days in addition to you then using your Christmas party ticket for the party. So if you have an annual pass, obviously it doesn't matter because you can get into the park whenever your pass is valid. So as long as it's not a blackout day, you'll be able to go into the park at whatever time you want during the day, and then you'll attend the party in the evening. But if you have a multi-day ticket and you go into the park before 4 p.m, it is going to take off one of your allotted days in order to grant you access into the park before the party officially starts. So just bear that in mind. In addition to this means that you can actually book fast passes as well. Because the party doesn't start until 7 o'clock, the park shuts at 6 officially. So the last fast pass time is going to be up until 6 o'clock. This means that between 4 and 6 you will be able to book fast passes. If you get a fast pass start time at say 5:30, you won't get the full hour return time, you will get 5:30 until 6, like you would if you booked a fast pass at any point during the last hour of the park hours. They won't run past closing, they will always only go up to 6 o'clock. So just bear that in mind, but it's always a good idea. You could get a 3:30 to 4:30, 4:30 to 5:30 and then 5:30 to 6, and that will allow you to get your 3 fast passes in. And of course once you've done your first fast pass, you can always then book your second and third one, move them slightly closer together, so you could technically get 3 or 4 fast passes in before the party starts as well. So it's always a good idea to get in before 7 o'clock when the party actually starts. This also gives you time to line up for characters such as Jack Skellington or the Seven Dwarfs, because they are massively popular and tend to have lines which can be a couple of hours long. So it's always a good idea to spend those couple of hours before the party starts in line waiting, so that you can get your pictures taken as soon as the party starts or as soon as the meet and greet starts, rather than having to wait during party time and miss out on maybe 2 hours when you could be doing party things instead. Can I dress up? Yes, you can. Mostly people wear Christmas themed things. It's not as full on fancy dress as a Halloween party, so you won't see many people in full on costumes, but people tend to wear Christmassy themed outfits, you know, elf outfits, Christmas pyjamas. I wore a Christmas t-shirt that I got in January in the sales, so it was last year's Christmas party t-shirt basically. couple of the other girls had Christmas themed dresses. So yeah, you can wear anything you want that's Christmassy themed. Just you need to bear in mind you need to follow Disney's usual costume guidelines. So you're not allowed to wear masks, long skirts or capes. You're not allowed to wear anything that's offensive or dangerous or anything that represents a weapon. Not that you would for Christmas, that's more relevant for Halloween. But yeah, if you want to go and you all want to dress up in your Christmas pyjamas, then you can absolutely. Do you have to dress up? No, absolutely not. You can go in whatever you want. I mean, I wouldn't say that I was dressed up, really. I had on just normal shorts. I had my Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party from the previous year t-shirt, and I had dealy boppers with Christmas trees on them, and I had a little light up Christmas light necklace that I bought in Walgreens for like $3. That's a tip. If you want to buy the like Christmas light necklaces that light up and flash, you can get them in places like Walgreens and Walmart for a fraction of the price you can get them in the park. I think $3 was what I paid for mine. The big ones in the park are about $20, I think, whereas you can get them for like $10 or $12 in somewhere like Walgreens or Walmart. So if you are going to be going off-site, or if you have a car and you're staying off-site and you're popping to a store like that, then it's a good idea to buy those beforehand because they are actually cheaper than buying them in the park. I got my £1, I think they were, Christmas tree dealy boppers with jingle bells on them in Primark, but again, you can get stuff like that when you're out there as well, so that's always a good idea to buy little things like that in advance rather than actually buy them at the party. What do I get? Well, your ticket gets you admission into the park after the park has closed. That's the first thing. You get reduced crowd levels, so there should be shorter wait times if you choose to ride the attractions. There's a Christmas parade, which happens twice, and it is a very, very long parade. It is well worth watching. We watched it both times. You should try and watch it at least once on Main Street because it is slightly different on Main Street. I'm not going to spoil that for anybody who hasn't seen it. But yeah, it's also a good idea to watch it on Main Street. If you do want to watch it on Main Street though, you are going to have to get there early. As with the Halloween party, second parade is always slightly quieter, so it's probably a better idea if you are going to see both to do your second one on Main Street. But it is a really, really fun parade. There is a stage show which is really, really cute and just has lots of Christmas songs in it. And there are Christmas fireworks as well, which were new in 2019. They're really, really good as well and definitely worth it. You get lots and lots of different character meets, characters that you don't normally see, like the dwarves, Jack Skellington, and you get to see lots of characters in Christmas outfits as well. Now, one of my absolute favourite meet and greets is the 100 Acre Wood characters, and you get to see all 4 of them, just like you do at the Halloween party. So this was really my main aim. After the 7 dwarves, because we were a big group, it's really fun for us to do the dwarves as well, because again, they're a big group, and it just looks quite cute as a picture. The only other character meet that I really wanted to do at the Christmas party was the 100 Acre Wood characters, and it was well worth it. It was really, really good fun. The other thing you get is snacks and drinks. They do things like hot apple cider, which is just basically like a hot apple juice, hot chocolates, and you get lots of different cookies, you get snowman pretzels, and then you also have designated locations have treats that you can actually buy as well that you can pay for. So the cookies and the pretzels you get given for free, a bit like trick-or-treating, and then there are specialty treats that you can then go around and buy if you want to try. So we did try a few of those as well, which were absolutely delicious. There are also treats which are available outside of the party time as well. So it's always a good idea to check online to work out which treats are being sold during the party only because there are party exclusives, and which treats are available all of the time, so that you don't end up buying something at the party that you could get another time when you're in Magic Kingdom another day. So we had the gingerbread ice cream, which was amazing, but we didn't do that on a party night because we knew that we were going to the party and we could get it at any time, so we got that separate time. Whereas I got the orange bird mousse, which was only available during the party, and again that was delicious, and that was well worth waiting for. What rides are open? Pretty much every ride. I'm not sure, with the Halloween party they tend to limit stuff that's open, like Carousel of Progress and Country Bears. I'm not sure, I can't remember whether they were open or not during the party. Most rides will be open, and some of them will have what they call a Christmas overlay. The teacups was hilarious. That was so much fun. They have flashing lights and Christmas music as you spin around. That was really, really good fun. Space Mountain was incredible. They have Christmassy music, kind of like rocky music, and flashing green and blue lights. It's actually, if you're a little bit scared of Space Mountain, but you want to see the overlay, don't sit in the front, because with the flashing lights you can see a lot more of the track with the lights, and I wouldn't recommend that if you're a little bit scared of Space Mountain. If you love coasters and you want to be able to see a bit more of what it looks like, then I recommend sitting in the front because you actually get a much better view. The Speedway also had a Christmas overlay, so they had like giant Christmas lights pretty much, which were really, really fun. That was definitely worth doing as well. And of course you've got Jingle Cruise. However, like some of the desserts, you can ride the Jingle Cruise at any point during your trip to Magic Kingdom. So I wouldn't necessarily spend time doing that during the Christmas party, because you can actually ride it at any point during the Christmas season. What characters can I meet? There are lots of characters that you can meet. Some of them are similar to the Halloween parties, like I said, the 100 Acre Wood characters. You can meet the Fab Five. The way they did it last Christmas 2019 was you would meet 2 of the Fab Five, and I actually can't remember who they were, but the lines were really, really long, so we decided not to do that. You can meet Jack Skellington as Sandy Claus. You can meet the 7 Dwarves, which is a brilliant meet. And then you just get lots of other characters with Christmas costumes, which tends to be a Christmas scarf or like a Santa hat or something. That's how they theme those Christmassy. So as opposed to the Halloween party where they might be dressed up in costumes, then you get slightly different variation for Christmas. But it's still worth it if you've got some favourite characters. It's still a nice thing to go and meet those characters in their Christmas outfits. Can I book dining during the Christmas party? Yes, you can. You have to have a party ticket and be attending the party in order to make a dining reservation. However, I wouldn't recommend it, because if you're thinking about a sit-down meal, that's probably going to be about 2 hours of your time. The party is only 5 hours long maximum, so you're not going to really want to pay, you know, $120 per person to then miss 2 hours of the party having dinner. If you want to, that's entirely up to you. But I would recommend having a massive lunch during the day and a late lunch, and then just filling yourself up with snacks, cookies, maybe grab a hot dog or something on the go while you're actually at the party, so you don't waste a lot of party time eating dinner. Can I book dining during the party if I don't have a party ticket? No, you cannot. You can book dining up to, so I think it's about 5:30 probably. So if your dining reservation is at 5:30, you're likely to be in the park until 7ish, but you will be escorted out of the park after your dining reservation is complete. You won't be able to stay and enjoy the party, and you won't be able to make any reservations. Well, that's a lie. You can make reservations after the party has started, but you won't be allowed to stay in the park in order to go to your reservation, so you'll essentially miss your reservation if you do that. Is photopass available during the parties? Yes, it is. It is available in exactly the same way as it is during the day. So you just, all of the characters, they'll also have lots of magic shots as well, different Christmas themed shots that you can do, different props and things that you can have your picture taken with. It's always a good idea to take advantage of those, just because it's a nice little extra thing that you can do. They also have different lighting in different places, like out the front. They shone a, I think it said Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party out on the ground by the station. You can have your picture taken with the station and that on the floor. That was really, really nice. So it's definitely worth stopping and getting as many pictures as you can. You just line up as normal, give your magic band to the photographer and have your pictures taken. What happens if it rains? Nothing. Basically the party carries on as normal as long as it is safe to do so. Some of the outside attractions may shut like they would during the day. Some of the character meet and greets may get moved inside or taken off. The fireworks might not run, the parade might not run, or they might be in slightly reduced versions. They will cancel stuff like that for health and safety. So if it's not safe for the performers, they won't run those, but the park stays open as it normally would during the rain, and you would just have to carry on, pretty much. What if I can no longer go on my chosen date? Tickets are non-transferable and non-refundable, so if you are no longer able to attend the Christmas party, then you are unlikely to get a refund. Depending on the circumstances, you could try and ring Disney and see if you can move your tickets to another date, but technically they are non-refundable and non-transferable, so it's always a good idea to make sure you are 100% committed to that date before you actually go ahead and make the booking. What if I'm already at Magic Kingdom on the night I'm going to the party? This is very simple. You're already in the park, you're using your annual pass or your park day ticket in order to visit Magic Kingdom, and then you're going to stay in the park for... In order to attend the party, you need to get a wristband which shows that you have a ticket for the party. If you come into the party after 4 o'clock using your party ticket, you will get your wristband straight away at the entrance to the park. If you are already in the park, there are various locations, but they tend to be by Buzz Lightyear, Pirates of the Caribbean, and I think there's normally one in Fantasyland as well, but I can't actually, I think it's by Magic. There's one there. You'll see a group of cast members standing around, they'll have iPads, then they'll have the wristbands, and you can just go over to them, they'll touch your magic band on their iPad, it will show them that you have a party ticket, and they will give you your wristband there. So you don't need to traipse all the way back to the front of the park in order to get your wristband. Just stop off at one of those locations before 7 o'clock and you'll be able to get your wristband and carry on with the rest of your day in the park. How do cast members know that I am in the park with a party ticket? Basically, if you are in the park during the day and there is a Christmas party, when it gets to 6 o'clock, the cast members start escorting people out of the park, and it's not like a come on out you go, it's just a general kind of filter where they just close from the back of the park to the front and they don't let any more people onto the rides without a wristband. So your wristband is very important because that shows everybody that you have a wristband. If you go to get on a ride, you'll have to show your wristband. If you go into a shop, you'll have to show your wristband. So that's the way that they know that you have your party ticket. If you try to get on anything and you don't have a wristband, then the cast member will make sure that you are escorted to the front of the park. Now during the very early, between sort of 6 and 7, this will be a slow process. It's not going to be like, right, everybody out, but you will start to find people asking you for a wristband, and if you don't have one, you'll start to get told to go out of the park pretty much. I've never seen any major kerfuffles with anybody without a band refusing to leave, so I guess it works. Is the Christmas party worth it? Yes and no. The Halloween party, 100%, I would always go to Halloween parties. I love the Halloween parties. The Christmas party is a great night out. However, in my opinion, it is lesser of an event than the Halloween party, but it is the same price. So for that reason, I can't say that it is the same value for money as the Halloween party because you get slightly less. I don't know why. I love Christmas. I much prefer Christmas over Halloween, but there's just something about the Halloween party that I enjoy more than the Christmas party. Would I go to a Christmas party again? Yes, absolutely I would. Would I do 2 in a trip like I've done with the Halloween party? No, probably not. It's really good fun. You get characters in cute costumes. The parade is the longest parade I've ever seen in any Disney park ever. The Christmas show is really, really cute. The fireworks are really, really good. Snacks are great. Free hot chocolate. Yes, it's a really good night out, but I do prefer the Halloween party. Is the Christmas party worth it without kids? Yes, absolutely. If you like Disney, if you like Christmas, go. There was 8 of us, I think, that went. None of us had kids. I mean, Katie was with her mum, but she's not a kid. It's the same as any other Disney activity without children. It's what you make of it, and it is still really, really good fun. We had a great time going on some of the rides, like Space Mountain and stuff with the Christmas overhaul. Seeing the parades, meeting the characters, it really doesn't make any difference. Kids, yes, will probably love it, although it is a long night and it is a late night, but it's not just designed specifically for kids. So I think that's pretty much it for frequently asked questions. In terms of tips, I would just say dress for the weather. November, December time, it can either be very cold, but it still can be very hot. It was really hot the night we went. It was like 28 degrees during the day, so you'll see we were in shorts and t-shirts. Other days during our trip it was like 10, 12 degrees Celsius, like 50, 60 degrees Fahrenheit. It was cold, so make sure that whatever you're planning to wear, you have got layers and you've got variations because you don't want to get cold because you are going to be out late at night. For us, even though it was 28 degrees during the day and most of the evening we were hot, that night a cold front came in. So as I was walking back to the parking lot just after midnight, I was really cold. So make sure that you do prepare for both hot and cold weather. Make sure you've got sensible shoes, same with anything to do with Disney. Make sure that you can walk in them if you are dressing up. Make sure that your shoes, although you might want shoes to match your outfit, make sure that they're Disney suitable footwear. Take advantage of the snacks. The cookies are really nice. I took a load and then used them as snacks for the rest of the trip. See the parade twice. Make sure you see the fireworks, and I would definitely try and plan out your night before you get there. So after the first party night, all of the details will have been released, so where the characters meet, what times the shows tend to be. I would highly recommend just taking a little time to plan that out, because that can save you a lot of time. I very nearly didn't fit in the Pooh characters and the second parade. I gambled. Because of that, I missed the little dance party in Tomorrowland, but I made that decision that I really wanted to get that picture more than I wanted to see the dance party, and I knew I wanted to see the second parade, so I skipped the dance party, went to the characters. Luckily I was able to run down Main Street to see the second parade, so I would say definitely take some time to plan, work out what it is you want to see, find out what times those things are on, have a look online, because people will generally tell you how long waits for the characters tend to be, so you can try and factor that in as well. So I would definitely plan in advance. Other than that, go, be merry, be jolly, and just have a really, really good night. If you have any other questions about Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, then you can ask me down below in the comments.